Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Welcome if you're new here, and if you're a return subscriber, thank you so much for all your support. I'd like to also say thank you to those who've sent donations via Super Thanks, Coffees and PayPal. It really means a lot and helps me keep the channel going. If any of you would like to send a donation as a way of giving back in terms of what I do, then the links are all below. Thank you so much, it's very much appreciated. I hope you've all been enjoying the warm weather, if it's been warm where you are. It's been sunny here for a change in the UK. Really warm today actually, and I've just guided to do this reading now. During my tea break, you might be wondering what this is. It's just my cup of tea. So cheers to any of you who are having a drink right now, cup of tea, whatever it might be. Hope you enjoy it. I'm having green tea today. Really due to time, I sort of usually have my cup of tea and then do other things, but I thought, right, I'm going to do it now. Hopefully this is the right time. And this is going to be where I share some predictions with you all that I feel are to come, and then we'll see anything else that comes out later on in the reading with some cards as well. By the way, if you suddenly see the cup move, it's just where I've paused the camera to take a sip of tea. I'm sure you wouldn't want to hear me gulping my tea on camera, so that's the reason. So let me start with what I was seeing. First of all, I was getting that the tables are turning. Now that has come out in my previous reading. You might have seen one where that was the title. The tables have turned. They're still turning. So this is firstly people who've done stuff out there. They might have done stuff to you directly, indirectly. Could have been, you know, attacks, spiritual attacks, verbal attacks, whatever it might have been. That stuff is flying back to a lot of them right now. With karma, it's not always instant. I have seen it before, believe it or not, I have witnessed it. But I'm just feeling it at the moment. There's a lot of stuff that's happening to people in the collective where things are coming to the surface. People need to look at it, where it's like maybe showing them their actions. And for some, they're seeing that what they did to others is actually there on the table in front of them. It's funny, I keep getting a table come through. And some of you might witness it. So you'll be sat at the table with your enemy, for example. That's what's been coming through to me recently. They might see you rise and do really well in some area of your life. And that's happening for a reason, by the way. Not as punishment, but for them to see that you are protected and chosen, you know, a light worker. And that their actions are all seen. We are all seen in terms of what we do. But I'm just getting at the moment that that's really quite prevalent. Also in the news, I feel that things are turning around now. In the news, it's been gradual. There have been sort of hints coming out here and there, clues for people, before like the big reveal I'm getting with certain news items. Something else I've really been picking up on recently is the 3D, 5D split, which I've mentioned in quite a lot of my readings. But I really feel it's intensified recently in terms of the divide. Now, I'm feeling, because the enemy, dark forces have been coming out in my recent readings, that's happened for a reason, because I feel there's been a lot of disagreement and conflict between those energies recently. And again, that's intensifying as this split continues, because everything around them is collapsing. Like the House of Cards, which I mentioned in one of my past readings. You might have seen that reading. You know, our whole system is collapsing, which I've said for a long time. And they're feeling it, they're fearing it as well, because everything they once knew, in terms of the way they made their money, the way they hid things from the world, from each other, it's all being exposed. So this is all part of the collapse. But on the other side, we've got the people that have been awakening and healing. For those energies, I'm feeling reconciliations happening between people, also within people, you know, reconciling, balancing your energy, healing, ascending. And as that happens, we move into the light, the shadows fall, they disappear. So that's what we're seeing. You might see that as well, people around you disappearing, arrests happening, still feeling that. And that's been happening behind the scenes as well, by the way. The truth is quickly coming to light, which came out in my last reading. You might have seen that one. I've really been getting signs about this recently, by the way, as well, in terms of things speeding up. Times on the clock are one thing. You might keep seeing repeated numbers, number synchronicities, whether it's double numbers like 1111, mirrored numbers like 1221, 1212. For me recently, I've kept seeing the same minutes on the clock. Not the hour, but the minutes. It's always been the same one. I won't share the time because I feel that's actually a personal sign for me. But it's really caught my eye every time I've seen it. So, you know, if that happens to you, it could be a sign. And I'm taking it as time speeding up. Oh, also, my clock, just remember my clock last week stopped on those minutes. And since then I've kept seeing it. So there's something in that. I was seeing that as the clock stopped and now it's speeding up. Also, I this morning saw a clock. There were no hands on the clock. Just like an abandoned clock, that is, in an alley. So there's something around that as well. Like things are really speeding up. Big tower moments are happening for some, I feel. Secrets are coming out. Now, I feel this is globally, maybe in your circle, your family. I feel there are some secrets that are going to come out in the news that could be quite shocking. Some global leaders are going to be exposed and removed, I feel. I've been feeling this for a while. This is all part of the collapse. I also feel there are going to be arrests mentioned in the news. Again, whether that's local or global. You might even see an arrest actually take place in front of your eyes and be quite shocked. And it might highlight to you who certain individuals are. In terms of these secrets, I do feel it's going to be shocking for some of you. Like even if it's someone in your circle, it could be someone you know of. They've been wearing a mask, which is obviously the ego, and that mask comes off. Everything is stripped away, and people see that person for who they truly are. That is strongly coming out. Masks being removed. Also stuff around corrupt groups, PDF file rings, just using code there. Dark forces are going to be scattered, arrested, fined, you name it. It could be a bit chaotic for a while as well, by the way, when this happens, because some people won't be able to handle it, whether it's people who are seeing the truth and it shocks them, or those who've been really affected by the dark energies, the dark forces, and they just go a bit crazy, let's say, in terms of like lashing out at others. As I said about these disagreements between them, but it could even happen around you. So just be mindful of that in terms of who you're around. Try to protect your energy if you can. So that's all I'm picking up on for now. In terms of what's maybe going on right now or to come. Let's just see anything else behind the scenes that we may know about. Any other clues? Ah, yeah, so this really makes sense. Chattering, gossip. This is something else I've been picking up on. Funnily enough, it came through in a dream to me, actually, in a very bizarre way. It was in Spanish. Not quite sure why. It could have been some Spanish people. I mean, I do speak Spanish, thankfully, but yeah, you might overhear something in your community about someone, you know, you find something out, for example. But between these energies, this is where there's these disagreements happening as well, I feel, where they turn against each other. They might have gossiped for a long time about someone. But see, we've got a bird in the cage there. That bird will be freed and this stuff comes out as well. This could be what's shocking, what people have been saying, maybe behind your back or, you know, whatever it's about. And this is negative, by the way, if people do that. It's like cursing. You know, words are very powerful, so be mindful of what you say. Just wanted to put that out there. But at the same time, for some of you, we've got some good news on the way. You might receive, it says sweet card, you might receive a beautiful letter, an apology, an invitation from someone you haven't seen in a long time. For example, they have been part of your spiritual journey, so this is where the reconciliations are coming through that I felt before. Yeah, so there's that divide coming through here in the cards, actually. It's quite interesting. Finding out something, again, is coming through. Truths. We got a lawyer. Yeah, so for some of you, it could be something legal, you know, a letter from a lawyer. You might have to take a trip in terms of this news. But on a larger scale, I feel there are lawsuits happening, which I've mentioned in my readings before. I feel this is about people's movements, secret documents, things that have been happening. Here we've got travel. I am getting trafficking coming through with that one. Some news about these corrupt groups. And some people kind of feel this is going to happen with this gossip that we had before. So yeah, trust your intuition on that one, I would say. Yeah, I keep getting like things being uncovered about movements, because even here we've got people travelling. People's movements, they've been tracked. And then we've got, you know, the legal system now intervening with this. It's always interesting where the cards fall. This card's fallen on lawyer, and it says country house. So some legal documents around property and inheritance for some of you. You might receive a letter which shocks you. Could be some inheritance coming your way. Something that was hidden from some of you. I'm really getting... yeah, because this card says inconsistency. So some corrupt things have happened to keep things hidden. I'm getting like hidden money, hidden trails, I'm hearing. Journeys. inheritance, property, and this is all coming to light. Some of you kind of feel this is on the way for you. I'm getting. There's like an inconsistency in a story. Again, as I said, this could be global. I'm getting like MPs coming through here with this one, presidents, people in power. There's inconsistencies in terms of their travel, their home, their allowances. And this is being exposed with the lawyer here. A lot of us feel this, we sense this. You know, the gossiping there, some of you might be talking about this, you feel it. I'm suddenly getting the UK coming through here strongly, but not just the UK. Yeah, like hidden properties abroad I'm getting now as well. Yeah, hidden funds. And we've got a child here, so I'm sure you can work out what this could be about as well, as I said before. But there have been some very faithful, loyal, we've got a dog, sign of loyalty, faithful, loyal energies working behind the scenes, tracking the movements of some of these people, some of these groups. And this is a spy energy here, coming out, surveillance. And here's a 10, painful ending for some of those energies, as I said. This is why some of them are having these disagreements, because they know it's coming out, they know the truth is coming out. As I keep saying, in a lot of my readings, wow, the bottom of the deck, it says contrariety, displeasure. I mean, there you go, we're seeing it in an image. This is what I was feeling. For a lot of those energies, there's disagreements, even in relationships. This could be happening. Relationships that weren't built on solid ground, they're crumbling as well. Really feeling that. So quite a lot's come through, quite a lot that I felt, as you'll know. So that's very interesting. The sun's just come out. I'm not sure if you'll see it on camera, but there's a sign, you know, that things are going to get better. You might feel it in the energy around you as well. So I'm just going to clear the space, actually, for the next part of the reading. I'll move my cup. I've finished my cup of tea now. So let's just see any other messages now that we need to know. Could be guidance, could be something that's happening. Yeah, wow, shield your energy. Let's come back right away. And that's what I was saying before. About, you know, just being mindful when you're out there. It says, look beneath the surface. Yeah, what you see is not always exactly what someone is. You know, some people are wearing a mask. So just protect yourself. If you feel you're around people who are, you know, very angry, hostile, taking things out on others, maybe on you, try and pull away, because you could absorb that energy. You might see someone's true colours. I'm just sort of seeing the colours here in this card as well. And here, wow, divine will, let go of fear. There you go, see? Here's the 5D energy, people who are seeing the light. The divine is shining down on you, kind of like the light that's coming through right now, this window. This will give you strength to keep going. It will help you stay away from those dark forces that might try and distract you. That's really coming out. Yeah, be strong, be in the light. protect your energy, protect your home as well, your environment, your mind. You are in control of your mind. But also, this is the divine now that's making these changes happen. A lot of people here, like in this image, are transforming. They're receiving light codes. They're undergoing transformations in their body. You might be feeling this yourself. You're lighter, brighter. You feel different the way you walk, the way you see things as well. People around you, you might be more discerning as you're going through this shift that we're all going through. So this is like the clean-up that's been happening. Yeah, wow, align your universe. It says navigate distractions. Just what I was saying there, yeah. See, like this person here receiving light codes, as I said, downloads. But I'm seeing this is like another mind, another voice that comes into your head sometimes, which could be you, could be the dark forces trying to distract you, which is where you need to shield your energy. Yeah, so that's really interesting. Alignment is what we need to do. Align and you will see really clearly. Let go of fear, because fear is a very low vibration, the opposite of love. Stay in the energy of love. Sing songs of love, praise, that kind of thing. Bottom of the deck, between worlds. Yeah, this is what I mean. The 3D, 5D split that's happening. We're moving in a new direction, as it says on there. And it's 5 for a change. So it's happening. You might be feeling it. Trust it. And just make sure you keep aligning with who you are and the divine will as well, what the divine is guiding you to do. Keep moving towards the light, not the distractions. So it could be that you're being guided to sort of just remove distractions as well. Don't watch the media too much, because, as I said, it is shifting. But I feel there's still some fear-mongering, maybe around you and maybe in the media. So yeah, trust your intuition. Okay, so I'm going to pull another deck now, with hopefully some guidance from these cards for the collective, for the viewers. Hopefully something that resonates. Oh, I love it. It says, don't worry, be happy, dolphin. It's come through. Dolphins are very playful. They're about friendship, teamwork, happiness, symbol of protection as well. Maybe some of you love dolphins, I feel. You might want to put up a picture of a dolphin in your home. Some of you have a picture, I feel, of dolphins. I'm getting from this one. So that's wonderful, isn't it? It links with the keep your vibration high. You might feel like going near water as well, which can be very calming. A good way to sort of clear your mind. Okay, wow, anything else? It's also a sign of rebirth. I'm getting dolphin, and we got follow your intuition, which I said before about shielding your energy, things that you see, because I'm seeing that here, like she's really high, she's looking down at things, observing what's going on and trusting her intuition, because she's ascending so much. And we got owl as well. So for some of you, these could be your spirit animals. We've got frog, owl, dolphin. We had a turtle there. as well coming through. So it could be animals you love as well. Animal lovers, I'm really feeling for some of you. The bottom of the deck, we've got Archangel Raphael, provider of healing for mind, body and spirit. So that links with this one, align your universe, mind, body and spirit. Make sure you're not distracted, which can make you feel misaligned if you're too much in your head. For example, we've got a butterfly there, symbol of change and transformation that's happening, not only on the earth, but within people as well. You may see a butterfly as a sign of this change that's happening. Speaking of butterflies, as you can probably tell, I've got my trinket here with charms. So let's pull a few to finish the reading. Whatever sticks to my fingers. And we'll take those. So first of all, I'm noticing a stork, which is a symbol of change on the way. Good news for some. Good news for us all, in fact, in the world. A sign of a new life. Now, it could literally be a new life for some of you, a baby on the way. Time for action, a sign of creativity. Be creative in what you do. Could be about starting something new for some of you. Completely changing your life path, because you're guided by the divine to do, follow your inner calling. That's really coming through actually, because we've got a horse as well. A lot of animals have come out in this reading. Some of you are horse lovers. This horse is galloping, so time to take action is really coming out, as we have with stork as well. It's a sign of courage, power, freedom, triumph, heroism, independence, confidence. You can do this. I'm just noticing. It's funny, I was just going to put it there. I'm not sure if you can see there are two horses there on the card. Wow. So we're really getting nature coming through. We've got a dog as well. We had a dog earlier in a card. So again, some of you are dog lovers. Sign of loyalty, as I said before. There are some loyal people out there, light workers, who are doing things behind the scenes to make changes in the world. It's a sign of protection, sign to open your heart. Be playful like the dolphin. That's really coming out actually. Playfulness, creativity. These are really good ways to heal, to align mind, body, spirit, to connect with your inner child. To find your own happiness, something that you could do that really makes you feel grounded. So that's really coming through with the dog. We've got a safety pin. So again, with the stork, getting babies who are coming into this world, I feel, are indigo children. They're very healed, high vibration. They're here to help us raise our vibration. So you may find this if there's a child in your family or circle, for example. But it's also a sign that you're safe and protected by the divine. We've got an angel here. You are protected by angels. Make sure you shield your energy though. Do things to protect your home and your energy. It's a sign of tradition, beliefs. I'm getting good luck. I think in some cultures it's good luck. If any of you know, please do share in the comments. But wow, 3 animals. So we're really getting animals, nature, changes. You might see changes in animals as well around you. In fact, just this morning, I'm going to share it with you. I heard bird song in this very room, actually. I was sitting in here. And I looked out the window and there were 2 little yellow and grey birds. Beautiful singing. And I wasn't sure what they were. I looked it up online. Apparently they're great tits. which we have here in the UK. When I saw the picture, I knew it was them. They've got like a bit of a long tail. And that was beautiful because although I hear birds, I've never seen one actually in my yard. I've only seen them on roofs, sort of jumping over roofs and flying. So that was a sign, definitely, that you might notice that changes in nature, which are showing us these changes are happening. You may feel it within yourself as well. Wow, everyone. So that was amazing, I feel, as a reading. Really enjoyed doing this reading for you all. Thank you so much for being here. Please do let us know in the comments anything that you feel yourself, that you're noticing, any signs you got from the cards. Some of you got signs, I feel, that were personal to you. So take that as a blessing, claim it. Thank you for watching, for all your likes, comments, subscribes. It really does mean a lot. It helps me keep the channel going. I'll be back to do another reading soon. Sending peace, love and light to you all.